The early settlers found in the county now called Antelope, a handsome, inviting, rolling prairie land, well-watered by numerous streams, and a belt of timber skirting the Elkhorn River and most of the creeks, with occasional groves of considerable size. There was plenty of timber to furnish the early settlers with logs for building log houses and stables, also fuel for other necessary purposes. Welcome to Oakdale, Nebraska. Oakdale is a village in Antelope County, population of 276 at the 2020 census. Oakdale was laid out and platted in 1872. It was named from the numerous oak groves in the area. Oakdale was originally chosen as the county seat of Antelope County. A small one-story frame courthouse was built in 1873, and this was destroyed by fire on October 6, 1875, and was never rebuilt. Following a near decade-long fight, the county seat was changed to Neely in 1883. The railroad was extended past Oakdale in 1879. So since Oakdale was a railroad terminal, it continued to be the agricultural center of the county. Oakdale continued to grow until the railroad decline and the Depression of the 1930s. The first church building erected in Antelope County was in Frenchtown Precinct, built in the spring of 1874, under the direction of the French-Canadian priest, Father Peter James Bedard. It was built of logs cut from timber along the Elkhorn River. As early as 1872, Father Bedard also held services here in Oakdale, at the homes of Catholic residents in town. The first frame church in Antelope County was built here in Oakdale in 1881, shared first by several Christian congregations, including Methodist, Congregational, Presbyterian, and Episcopalian, before their individual churches were built. By the early 1890s, there were 6 different denominations here in Oakdale, including Catholics. Following the official Catholic directory entries for the Archdiocese of Omaha, the first mention of a Catholic community in Oakdale was in 1878, as a station attended from O'Neill City once a month. A Catholic church was built at this location at the east side of town, as shown on an 1885 map. Today it is simply a field. The first mention of this first church's name of St. Agnes comes from the 1887 Catholic directory entry. Mass was then held twice a month on weekdays. St. Agnes remained a mission of Norfolk until at least 1898. Then, for 7 years, Oakdale is not listed in the Catholic directory until 1906, when it reappears as a mission of St. Patrick in O'Neill. Apparently, the church at the first location was closed, and Catholics moved to 3rd Street and Walther into what had been the Baptist Church. The parish was then called St. Mary's. The Catholic directory lists Catholic education being carried out by one lay teacher for 14 students. St. Mary's in Oakdale was a mission of St. Patrick in O'Neill until 1913, when it became a mission of St. Teresa in Clearwater. In the book, The History of Antelope County, Father Stevens reasons that services were no longer held at St. Mary by 1925, judging from the fact that a wedding of a Catholic couple who lived here in Oakdale was held at St. Francis in Neely. He says that the contents of the church were moved to St. Thomas Church, built east of Orchard. The Catholic Directory continued to list St. Mary's here in Oakdale as a mission of Clearwater until 1934. It was indeed in the 1930s when the land was put on sale, and today at this corner we see there is a private residence. If you follow the Cedar Creek a couple of miles southwest of Oakdale, you'll find the closest place where Mass is celebrated on occasion at the Tintern Retreat and Resource Center. In 1984, Father Clifford Stevens, a priest of the Archdiocese of Omaha, established Tintern Monastery. The barn-like structure was designed to house 15 monks, with plans to expand it to a community of 30. The chapel was dedicated to St. Joseph in 1990. Unfortunately, in 1991, Father Stevens had to take a leave of absence due to health. There was one other attempt to have a religious order come to take over the monastery, but this was also unsuccessful. Tintern has been utilized as a retreat center since 1997. Today, Mass is celebrated at the St. Joseph Chapel as part of Tintern's many retreats, especially for young people during the summer months. As for parishes, Mass is still celebrated 6 miles away at St. Francis of Assisi in Neely and 7 miles away at Our Lady of Mount Carmel in Tilden.